What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to CM Aviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today, and today I have a very exciting model review for you all. Today we'll be taking a look here at the NG models 1 to 400 scale AeroMexico Boeing 737-800 in their new livery. Hope all of you are excited to take a look at this today. NG obviously has had quite the interesting release strategy, but they are still making some good aircraft like this one. With that said, let's go ahead and get started. Got the AeroMexico here in the top left, Boeing 737-800. Here's the CGI with the newer AeroMexico livery style back there, which is looking awesome. You got the pink, which I think is really cool. Got this from Final Approach Collectibles, a retailer that we haven't talked about much here on this channel because I've never got a chance to order from Final Approach Collectibles, but they had this and several of the other NGs that I was really looking for, so this was too good an opportunity here to get this aircraft. So with that said, excited to have this as 957 Alpha Mike NG previously that I have did the previous livery 737-800. The aircraft I'll probably sell at this point just to be as efficient with the collection as I can. Although decisions still have to be made, and we will decide when we get there. It is also worth noting that NG does have a new CRP style for their cards. Here's what they look like, and I think it's kind of interesting. I don't really think that it's too big of a difference, but there's been a couple of other aircraft I got recently that you saw in a previous unboxing that kind of showed some interesting features relative to what we're accustomed to, let's say. That said, let's not waste any further time and go ahead and get started here with the aircraft. I think this livery is a massive upgrade over the previous one. I think this is exactly how you do a, not restyle, but a revision on a livery. You know, don't take what's broke, but definitely work on it. There's also this new back plastic piece that you all have probably seen. As you can tell, it's just this small piece right there, and it kind of just flops out like that. So yeah, very excited to have this aircraft. I think this is going to be, once again, a really awesome addition to the collection. I certainly am very pumped about the potential of what this aircraft has. Sorry, I'm not sure how much of that cut out. I apologize, but anyway, there was an American 777 that went over the sun anyway. That's kind of cool, but anyway. So yeah, as of for this AeroMexico, I think this is exactly how you do a revision on a livery. You don't take what's broke, but you definitely touch it up, and that's exactly what they did here with this particular aircraft. So yeah, really happy with how this one turned out, and overall I think it looks really strong, so definitely excited to get into the details of it, and this is definitely a high quality offering, so if you're looking for one, definitely go pick it up. Gemini also did a pretty good release, but this is the first one that I found, and it worked out really good into what we were doing and what I was buying in that exact moment, and those are the opportunities that you get to purchase your new models. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Now I know I'm a little bit far off from the board today. I'm gonna scoot it up just a little bit. So there we go, now it looks pretty good, and then just even it out just a little bit there. Getting it exactly how we want it. So with that said, let's not waste any further time, everybody, and go ahead and get started. Here's the cockpit windows right here, along with the nose cone. You got the pitot tube and various details right here. Nose landing gear door, and it's 957 Alpha Mike once again. Here's the SkyTeam logo here, along with the L1 door, and then you also have the really awesome stickers here that AeroMexico exhibits. So yeah, very cool to see what they've done here. And then you get the AeroMexico billboard titles. I love the font. I'm a big fan. I think this definitely screams AeroMexico, and it aligns really well with the tail. So yeah, just overall a terrific effort here by the AeroMexico marketing team and everybody that was involved in this critical decision. I think this will be, I don't think they should change delivery anytime soon. I think that this is a really good choice. At the Mexico flag there behind the billboard titles, small antenna, and then you get the top antenna along with the CFM56s. We've reviewed probably 50 NG 737s on my channel, and the answer is never going to be different to regards to how intricate the molds are. From the detail on the wings to the sharklets, or excuse me, to the scimitar winglets and the CFMs, it's phenomenal every time. So you can see, here's a good overlook here of the wing, just phenomenal. It looks really nice, and definitely happy with how all that came together. And then you can see the back here as well. There's the main landing gear, looks pretty sharp, and I'll give you all a little bit better of a look at that here in a moment. You might have saw that aircraft take away the sun there a little bit, so that's pretty cool. But you got the Wi-Fi box there, and then 2 stubbier antennas, and the rest of the main cabin there as well. I didn't mean to take the speed so fast. I apologize, everybody. Kind of forgot that I was in review mode, and the video did film in too. So, but anyway, obviously across the wing you got the leading edge of the light. I just recorded mass unboxing, so I got a little too fast. I apologize. Leading edge of the light, and then the slat detail, phenomenal. It looks really nice. So certainly happy with how all that came together. Once again, over wing exits, really strong. That Wi-Fi box really sharp. I do think it's interesting how these carriers come up with the different Wi-Fi boxes. I'm not sure if there's any method to the madness per se on, you know, how they get to where they get to, but you know, it just comes together, right? So overall, it's a fascinating subject to think about, and definitely really interesting in regards to all the intricacies that go into that. And again, 957 Alpha mic here as we get back to the rest of the main cabin here. So some economy plus here, and then obviously the rest of the main cabin here. I think these hold probably 165 or somewhere near that number. And obviously you have the registration once again, and then the pink on here, which is phenomenal. Really good job on it. I think the contrast there works out really well. And let's not forget, now that was a plane ride over the sun. That was pretty cool. American A321 for anybody curious. Here's the Shotcut. I love the pink on it. I think it's a really nice contrast to their darker blue. I think it looks really cool on the engine as well. So once again, this is a really good way to not fix broken, right? But also touch it up. And they definitely did just that. The livery was already good. The livery's phenomenal now, in my opinion. Very modern, very clean look. And I'm glad that I have it now in my collection because I was debating it. But that's what I love about these collectible shows and getting planes like airliners, for example, is just deciding, you know, okay, what makes sense here and what makes sense there, and then putting it all together and, you know, finding the best fits and just starting to expand the fleet. So that is exactly what we did with this aircraft. But again, here's the back of the tail. Overall, really strong. I absolutely love that design. I think it looks really nice. So overall, very, very good detail. Very precise, and just no doubt very good. You got the APU horizontal stabilizers, but again, that tail, just take a good moment to look at that. That is really sharp, and certainly very happy with how all that came to be. That is really cool. And I'll go ahead and flip the board over because I know we've been a little far from it, because obviously you got the two narrow bodies and the heavy hybrid on this. The heavy hybrid's in a really good position, but obviously this narrow body, I wanted the fully clean one, but I mean, you can use either. So but on the right side, obviously, if I put it over here, which is not my traditional look at side, as you can tell, it's a little bit closer, certainly for macro mode. And that was an American PSA 700. It's a nice close up. But yeah, here's the other side. Now you can see what we're doing. Top of the aircraft looks really nice. Great wing detail, and overall it's phenomenal. Bottom, you have the beautiful AeroMexico billboard titles. Really cool to see them put the effort in down here, and also love the new font once again, really sharp. And you got the air inlets as well, so there's a good look at those. And I would continue to complain about the stand hold, but we actually have a stand now, so not complain, but observe. I think those terms can be used interchangeably in my reviews, I'll be completely honest, because it's not particularly complaining, but observations are observations, whether they're critical or not. So that's kind of the thought that goes with this aircraft. So I really hope all of you enjoyed this review today. This is a really nice aircraft. I'll go ahead and give you all the top and bottom. And yeah, I think this was a really good choice for my fleet. Obviously, Great Plains is in very much need with AeroMexico's presence, and AeroMexico is going to start parking at some point in the updates. Not anytime in the near future, but probably next year they'll start parking over there with Delta to consolidate that lineup a little bit. I'm looking for intricacies during this alliance transition at that airport, and I'll talk about this in the videos for that airport. But you'll definitely see in regards to changes, right, what's going on. That's Volaris. Finally caught Volaris at Charlotte. Finally got it. I know this is the worst shot ever, but I've been wanting to catch Volaris here for so long. So I forgot that they flew on Tuesdays. They fly on a couple Tuesdays this month. It's mainly Thursday, Saturday, so I wasn't expecting that. But finally got Volaris in this review. So it has been fun to do these cameos here. I love my portable setup. I can just move it and put it anywhere. And this is far enough away from the airport to where it's not too distracting, but when there's moments like that, it's cool. So yeah, it adds some nice tidbits to it, and we're gonna be back home soon. So I just wanted to capitalize on my time here, and that's exactly what we are doing. I really hope all of you enjoyed this review. Definitely let me know what you all think in the comments below. I really appreciate all the support as always, and definitely let me know. With that being said, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just the process. Do you love and love you do. My name is CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as CM Aviation is signing off.